really like that's it. Like you just listened to it. It just either came to you in a thought or in a dream or however it comes to you.
Ooh. Yeah, I feel, yes, and I have that a lot, I feel. I feel like probably one that I've had most recently is just, so I have my community and my entire business is called Biz Women Rock. And I just recently launched a private paid membership community called the Biz Women Rock Elite, which Tina,
Yay!
I'm so grateful that Tina is a part of. But this is really like for the action takers of all action takers. This is for the women who are out to do great things in their business and because of their business and bigger than their business. And so this was an idea I was sitting on literally for 3 years. So I think my hit was when I finally started taking the steps to make it possible. Like I started finally like talking about it to some people, and some people were like, oh, that would be a really great idea and you should absolutely do that, and here's why it would be different. But the actual hit really was, I feel just this moment when I finally saw that it was the future of my business. And for me, that really meant that these were the women who were going to help me like make a massive shift in the world, and really do that in their own ways, just because of who they were, who they are showing up every day in their businesses and in their lives, and the impact that that's going to make on everyone that they serve and everyone that those people serve and all sorts of stuff. So for me, it was like massive. And so I feel like it was probably during one of those journaling exercises where I was just sort of envisioning like what that would be and what it could be. And so I went way beyond like, what are the features and the benefits of this community? It was more like, what's the vision of this? And why are these women here? And what are we all doing together? Like, what's the big purpose? And so that was like that intuitive moment where I finally saw like how powerful that was. And so all the fear of all the logistical stuff just faded away. And I was like, let's do it. And I just basically like, dove over the canyon, and I was like, I'll figure out how to fly on the way down there.
So cool.
And so, but I knew like that was a moment when I was like, there's no go. I know it's going to work, and I don't know what step number 2 is, but I know what step number 1 is, and that's all I need to know right now.
As you're talking to me in the intuitive world, we have, I don't know if you know this, but I'll share it with you. So we have what's called the clairs. So clairvoyant, claircognizant. Have you heard of these before?
I've heard of clairvoyance.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So they call it the clairs. So there's clairvoyance, which is seeing, claircognizance, which is knowing, clairaudience, and clairsentient. So there is a little more, but that's like the 4 clairs, CLAIRS. And then each person has one clair that's more defined or feels a little bit more stronger than another clair. And as you were talking to me, I would say to you that you're probably one of your strongest clair would be clairvoyant, because you keep saying visioning. And so for you, you probably see a lot. Do you see a lot in your mind and vision?
Yeah, most definitely. It's so funny. But I create that vision by writing. So like for me, writing is a massive tool for me. Like I can't just like go on a walk and then I'm thinking of things. Like I need to be in front of a computer. I need to see the words in front of me to help me paint the picture.
Right.
So yeah, I would definitely say that's true for me.
That's very cool. Yeah. And you can see how each person, I love this, because when I work with women, we'll kind of like narrow it down, and everyone has different, like you may have clairvoyance and then you have clairaudience, different ones. But some people, when people are talking to them, actually see, like I was seeing your daughter with the christening in Greece, like that. So I'm clairvoyant as well. But then there's the other ones. So it's interesting because I think as a action taker and a community builder, and I mean your husband too, because I got to meet him, so he's unbelievable. And to have the vision, you have to be able to see it and allow yourself to vision, like to actually see it. And for you, it might be journaling, but when you can see it, then it feels real, and then you can then take the action, which is really great.
Yeah,
I know.
It's so funny. Yesterday morning, we're kind of like starting to look around for a new house, because we have a really, really small place. And when you have a toddler, like your space really becomes really small. So we're like, okay, well, we put the word out to our friend who's a real estate agent. And whatever, a couple of weeks pass. 2 days ago, I just started writing in my journal on what our house was and how easy it was going to be to find it and how easy it's going to be to get the financing for it and all that sort of stuff. And I just wrote out exactly what the house looked like, what the backyard looked like. And so I told Chris, I go, I found our house, right? And he's like, okay, cool. What is it? And so I went on like a 15-minute diatribe as to what our house looked like. And I have no doubt that that's the house that we're going to get. I don't know where it is. All I know is that our real estate guy is like super, like he's a hunter. So he's like, all right, I'll find it. So, yeah, like it's stuff like that where I'm like, okay, I can use that power. That's what it is like once I understand that, I can use it to then create the vision of what I really want. And then I know that that's going to show up. I just trust it's going to show up some way, somehow. So, and it always seems to show up.
Yeah, it's definitely the manifesting. People talk a lot about manifesting, but manifestation is real. And you really have to start with exactly what you said. You have to vision it and feel it and want it. And I have no doubt that you're gonna get that house. It's gonna be, it'll be amazing. I want to hear all about it.
You'll see some pictures. I'll be like, Tina, Yay! You and your Intuitive Women podcast community need to check this out. It's real.
Exactly. So let's let the listeners, where can they find you? Just, share anything that you want to share with them, your Facebook group and everything. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. So you are more than welcome to come and hang out with us in our private Facebook group. It is for business women only. So for all of you awesome gentlemen listening, everyone can connect with me on Facebook, just Katie Krimitsos. But if you are a businesswoman and you are interested in being surrounded by other awesome businesswomen like Tina, you can go to bizwomenrock.com, just opt in, and it'll give you a personal invitation from me to come join our group. And that's kind of where everything is housed within the website and within the group. And that's sort of where so many great conversations happen.
Yeah. And of course, her podcast, which is amazing, Biz Women Rock. And she just is on the series of Mompreneur, which is amazing. I know there's so many of our listeners that are mompreneurs. It is such a great series. I loved yesterday's with 5 kids. Oh my God.
Kirsten was amazing. 5 kids. Yeah. So I'm deliberately trying to get women who are in so many different parts of this mompreneur journey. So it's been so cool. And I just, you're a fellow podcaster. It's so powerful to be able to communicate those messages through this format. And for people, every single one of you who are listening right now, I mean, this is such a powerful educational tool to get you access to all these sorts of things that you want to have access to. So I just feel really honored that I get to be the one to put that stuff out there.
So awesome. Well, thank you, Katie. You made it very easy and comfortable for me. I am so
You did a great job.
Aw, thank you. Thank you so much, my love. Okay. Bye-bye.